I'm going to say this from the beginning. Time is your most valuable resource. It's the only thing that you're never going to get back. So now that we have that clear, let's see how to not waste it. I'm going to suppose that you have a pretty bad schedule during the day. I'm not saying it is the case, but if you find yourself thinking every night that you haven't accomplished much during the day, then I can help you. I know the feeling, I'm a human being too. Your actions divide into 3 categories. Actions with short-term results, actions with long-term results, and actions with short and long-term results. There's a 4th category, but I'm going to talk about it later in the video. First, actions with short-term results are actions that trigger dopamine release. That means they make you feel good. For example, eating a delicious but unhealthy meal, posting a picture on social media that brings a lot of likes, and watching a good comedy show are all actions with short-term results. They make you feel happy, but at the end of the day, they don't matter anymore. It's like they have never existed. Actions with long-term results are actions that you don't enjoy doing but that will make your future better. Studying for a test, practicing the same boring and insignificant moves over and over again in order to play basketball better, and eating healthy food that tastes very bad are all actions with long-term results. Actions with short and long-term results are my favorite. It's when something you enjoy doing makes your future better. Reading a cool and interesting book from which you learn a lot, working out in a friendly environment, spending time with good friends, finding tasty food that is also healthy, doing some research in a topic you are interested in, working on a short-term project that is meaningful to you and that practices some of your skills, like a YouTube video for example, are all actions with short and long-term results. The 4th category I was talking about is doing nothing, and by nothing I mean procrastinating. Procrastinating means delaying an important task. Let's say you have to do some research for an essay. How about watching a YouTube video about some unrelated topic, or read a clickbaity article? You know what? I always wondered how Venice looks like in Google Earth. There could be no better time to find that out. Most probably you can relate to what I just said. It's in our nature to procrastinate, but we must be aware of that and start procrastinating as less as is humanly possible. If your day looks something like this, then I bet there is a problem. We procrastinate and do actions with short-term results because that's the easiest way to trick our brain to release dopamine. But remember that just because you trick your brain into thinking that you're happy, that doesn't mean you're genuinely happy. Happiness doesn't have just one form. Trust me that the happiness derived from achieving life goals is much greater and much truer than anything you have experienced before. There is actually one more type of time, dead time. That's when you're in the train or sitting in the waiting room. You should also take advantage of that. Listen to a podcast, read a book, text to a good friend, think about that idea you had in your head for the whole week and so on. Try now to make a schedule for a typical day of yours. Make sure to account for these tips. Make sure to get 7 or 8 hours of sleep, no more, no less. Take 2 hours of your time for exercise. Realize that you're procrastinating and stop it when it happens. Treat yourself by doing actions with short-term results, but no more than an hour or 2. Make sure to fill your dead time. Split the rest of the day between actions with long-term results and actions with short and long-term results. Thanks for watching.